Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for us to do more Professor Layton and the Spectre's Call. I think that's what it's called. So, I think we already talked to him. I gotta get better being consistent with voices, because I forgot this kid's voice already. Moving on. Mouse! I missed it. Go back. Too late. Go in there again. See what happens. I'm gonna get this mouse. Oh, it effed off. Dang it, I wasn't fast enough on that. Okay. Clicking around at the speed of sound. Heck, it's all rusty. It's evidently a water pipe, but I don't think it's in use anymore. I wonder what strange creatures lurk in here. Anything? These waterways seem to wind their way all through town. Coin. A puzzle! Oh my, what a mess. Do you need help, madam? May we be of assistance? Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I just need some help getting all these things back into the cart. I'm so sorry. Really, it's no trouble at all. Thank you, I'm most grateful. Alright, here we go. Puzzle 4, reloading the cart. There's gotta be an order to it. Oh, it's a puzzle of this kind. I loaded this cart in such a hurry that everything fell out when I hit the first bump in the road. Can you put everything back without leaving any spaces so the load is secure? Pretty please. All I can ask is that you help me reload this cart. Okay, so, simple puzzle, here we go. Oh wait, can we spin them around? Yeah, we can rotate. Okay, so keep that in mind, we can rotate. For now, just put them all in here as the assumption. That is no longer the correct assumption. Okay, so here. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna fly. What about here? And then... Okay, pull out. This is definitely gonna be a corner. What can fit in there? Okay, there we go. This L can fit here. Oh, look at that! Woo! Got it!
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Yes! Puzzle solved.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Yeah! Well done! This also works with every item rotated 180 degrees. With my cart so securely loaded, I have nothing to fear from these bumpy roads. Puzzle complete. I believe your belongings are in order. Oh, that's perfect. Now I'd better hurry up and leave the area. Is there an emergency? Haven't you heard? There's some huge louts smashing up the town. I packed all my valuables and fled. The police told us to evacuate, so I did. And this is as far as I got. I'm just hopeless, aren't I? Of course, if the Oracle weren't around, we wouldn't know where we'd be fleeing from. We heard about this Oracle just recently. Who is it? I'm not sure myself. The police hear directly from the Oracle, and then they inform the town. You two ought to be careful when you're walking around town. And thanks again for the help. You've been very kind. Professor? Are the people here really so superstitious enough to believe that this giant exists? Thus far, we've seen a destroyed house and this lady rushed off her feet. Whether they believe it or not, it all seems to be related to Clark's letter. We should reserve judgment until we reach Clark's house. I expect it just up ahead. Lady? Thanks awfully much. I'll be on my way in a moment. Another copper. The road ahead's been blocked off. You'll have to find another way around if you want up there. It appears we can't go this way. I think Clark's house is to the left. Let's head there now. Hold on a second, you two. Yes, can we help you? From the looks of you, I suppose you're travelers of the riddle-liking sort. I hear something special happens to the puzzles after you solve 5 in a row. Something special? What do you mean?
Oh, well, that is something you'll have to verify on your own. Now stop bothering me, off you go. Shoo.
But you were the one who called us over. Well, Professor, what could this something special be?
It's hard to say. I suppose we'll find out when we solve 5 consecutive puzzles correctly. Ah, balls, we can't... dang it. That's gonna be hard.
With you and me working on them, Professor, we'll have 5 puzzles solved in no time.
I imagine we will, Emmy.
Now let's find Clark's house before it gets too late.
We're currently at 1. Oops.
Well, that fell. No, we can't fix it.
Well, that's just on the ground now. To the left, he said. Oh, right there, yep.
Look at this boat, Professor.
Hey! The people of Miscellany must navigate the town via the canal.
People must travel by boat as much as they do on foot. It's like Venice, only more quaint. I imagine that boats are used here more than automobiles. We've got to ride on one before we leave, Professor.
That sounds lovely. After we've spoken to Clark, let's find ourselves a boat.
Mr. Triton's house should be just over this bridge, shall we?
Read that too fast. Puzzle time! Hey! I don't think I've seen you folks around here before. You can't get by in Mr. without a bit old bucket in his boots. No siree. My boats glide as graceful as a swan, but quicker than stampeding cattle, and that's fast.
We'll keep that in mind during investigation. Thank you.
Say, you look like puzzle-faring folk. How about a quick one?
Number 5? Yep, yeah, river crossings. Alright.
Oh, it's a different version of the river puzzle. Alright.
A man wants to take his dog, 2 cats, and 3 chicks across a river using a raft. Unfortunately, the raft is so small that he can only take 2 animals with him at a time. To make things difficult, he can't leave the dog with just 1 cat, and the chicks must always outnumber the cats when unattended. Can you help him get all these animals across the river safely?
Alright, we'll give it a shot.
Doggy. Okay, so what about cats? See? You can't leave the dog with just 1 cat. Alright. And the chicks must outnumber the cats. But can the dog be alone with the chicks? We'll find out in a second. Take the cat back. Take the dog back? Let me see here. Or take the dog back, we'll see. Alright, so there we go, we're done. Okay, we just gotta get these 2 over and we're good. Must always outnumber the cats. The dog can't stay with just 1. I might have blown it here. Wait a sec. Because if I leave, they must always outnumber. They can't equal. So I might have to take a dog and a cat. Chick and a dog. Dog go. Take the 2 of them and done, right?
Time to apply.
Is that the quickest way?
Thinking.
Got it. That's 2 in a row.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Yeah. Correct. There are a number of ways to get all the animals across, but the shortest requires 7 crossings. Darn it. Feel free to find other ways to do it. So you take both cats. You take nothing back with you. Dog and chick. Take back the cats. Both the chicks, go back, take the cats. Oh, okay. Dang, we got it, but we could have done it faster. Alright.
You got it. It should be plain sailing from here on in. Remember, if you want to get around town in a flash, just find old Bucky and his boats. Feel the bobbing of the craft, the gentle pull of the oars. Yep, I was born for boats.
Alright. What a pleasant view. Life simply seems more relaxed here. We've come to the quiet outskirts of town here, it seems. With all these canals, they're bound to have lots of bridges. Ah, this is a pretty little bridge. Oh, Professor, look at all the little fish over there, too. The fish are most fascinating, but please don't fall in. Alright, let's move on. Time to see Clark. Nine. Rat! Oh god! I was too busy scratching! Ah! Okay, well, we missed it. The reflection of the water is quite dazzling, isn't it? But beautiful clear water. It's making me rather thirsty. Don't drink the water. Oh! It's so green in this town, and the air is so crisp. The canals carry plenty of water through the town. That makes Musthalary a rich and fertile place for plant life. Look over that way. The green leaves of the town's trees and bushes seem to go on forever. From here, the town looks quite peaceful and beautiful, much less eerie. I'm inclined to agree, Emmy. I was expecting a puzzle, not dialogue, but okay. No doubt that Miss Tharley is a lovely place to live. Going. Talk to guy. What large house up there must... That large house up there must be where Mr. Triton lives, wouldn't you say, Professor?
Cool. I haven't seen either of you before. Are you here to visit the mayor?
The mayor? Do you mean Clark Triton?
Yes, exactly. He rules the roost these days. Do you know him?
I do, but I wasn't aware that he was the mayor. There was nothing about that in the letter.
So you're an acquaintance of the mayor's. Been a while since you've seen him. I suppose you wouldn't have heard about it then. Mr. Triton only became mayor about a year ago. I'm glad, though. He hasn't let all this recent trouble ruffle his feathers.
This guy's a Tweety bird, kinda.
But I feel sorry for this little boy, all cooped up in that house. We used to play together when we were smaller, but I don't see him nowadays. Not so chirpy anymore.
Like me, Luke? Alright, move on. Well, here we are. This place looks huge. Yes, I can see that Clark has done quite well for himself. Let's give the door a knock. Not yet. I must say that is quite an impressive vehicle. I can see it sparkling from here. Is there room up there in the attic? How charming! I'm not terribly keen on low ceilings myself.
Because of his damn hat.
That room must get plenty of light in the afternoons. Judging from its size, I would say that's the dining room. Oh, puzzle in the mail. This is the Triton's letterbox. It seems to be somewhat the worse for wear. Really, Professor? It all seems fine too. Oh, you're right, the plate is broken. Not to worry, Emmy. I think I can sort this out.
What? There's a puzzle to sorting this out?
Letterbox plate, here we go.
Whoa, okay.
It looks as though the letterbox was jerked open at some point and the pieces making up the number plate fell off. Apparently the plate used to read 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's hard to tell how the pieces fitted together. Can you arrange the pieces so the letterbox looks the way it did before? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare Thumore. Let's see here. Oh, I see. I see. Can I rotate? No, I can't. So probably here? This is probably part of the 3. It'll be over here. Put this over here. This is probably the 1. I can go there. Okay, how about here? Go there? Once you figure out how to spell a letter, you're good. So let's just try to spell a letter. This is part of the 4. This is part of the 4, for sure. This is definitely part of the 4. This is part of the 2. This is part of the 2. Take off the parts that I don't know where they go yet. This is definitely part of the 2. There's a 3 here. This is the 2 here. Maybe this is the 1. Alright. There's the 2! Alright. Gotta figure out the 4, though. Where does this go? We've got the 2 and the 3 are almost... Like, there's the 3, but we don't have it perfectly in place. There we go, that in theory. Yeah, there we go, there we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. How do we make the 4? Oh yeah,
Puzzles
nice.
must be met directly.
Yeah, we got it.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Feeling smart right now. Correct. The number 1, 2, 3, 4 is formed by the pieces between the spaces between the pieces, not the pieces themselves. Surely the streets around here can't be that long, though. Nice. There, all better. Well done, Professor. It looks as good as new. The door. Coming! Roland. Yes, may I help you? Hello, my name is Professor Layton. I am an old friend of Mr. Triton's. He asked me to come and pay him a visit, so here I am. I will inform Mr. Triton. Please wait here. And don't bug the people. I don't suppose you were planning on visiting the Oracle here in town, were you? We heard something about an Oracle earlier. Could you tell us a bit more about it? Don't ask me, I'm just a poor old maid. You don't talk to Dolan. Yeah, you should talk to Dolan about that. Dolan's a butler. I see. Then I shall ask Dolan when I get the chance. Sir, madam, Mr. Triton will see you now in the parlor. The parlor is through the door on the left. Please wait there. Thank you, my good man. Dude looks weird as balls, by the way. It's right through that door there. It's more of a sitting room than a parlor, mind. Okay. Join. I clicked on the door, I didn't mean to... Alright.
I can't believe my eyes. Herschel, how long has it been?
That voice actor, alright.
Too long, my good friend.
And who might this be?
Oh, of course. How rude of me.
I'm the Professor's assistant, Emmy Altava. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Triton. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you. Herschel, an assistant. Well, we both seem to have moved up in the world.
This guy voices so many villains.
Hardly. Truth be told, Emmy has already proven herself my equal.
Herschel, as humble as ever. Emmy, back in London, Layton and I both wanted to be elite archaeologists. One of us certainly succeeded, and somehow I found myself as mayor of this small, rural town.
That is no small feat, Clark.
Oh, Herschel, no need to humor me. It is amusing at best, I'll give you that. But all that aside, please, tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I came as soon as I received your letter.
Letter? I'm sorry, Herschel. What letter is that?
The letter that... Did you not send this letter? Please, have a look.
The balls?
I certainly did not write that. But who would have forged it?
Who indeed? Have you made any enemies recently?
Of course, Herschel. I'm the mayor. It appears to me that someone wanted you here in town.
Yes, that is what I am thinking now as well.
So, who wrote the secret message?
Good question, Emmy.
Mr. Triton, there was a hidden plea for help in that letter.
Clark, do you think this is simply the work of some prankster?
No, unfortunately I don't. Miss Tollery is in grave danger.
That's how you pronounce it, alright.
We have indeed been under attack by some sort of mysterious giant, just as that letter states. It wreaks havoc at night when the fog is thick. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it is true.
But how can that be?
I must confess I have yet to see this giant with my own eyes. However, the destruction of homes and buildings left in its wake, that is quite enough evidence for me. The townspeople are afraid. They believe that the Spectre has returned with a vengeance.
The Spectre?
There's a legend here that tells of an ancient spirit, a Spectre. When the town was in danger, the Spectre would act as Miss Tollery's guardian in its moment of need. But this Spectre is different. Instead of protecting us, it is trying to destroy us. I am doing all I can, but if we are dealing with an ancient entity, then I fear my efforts are in vain. As the mayor, it is my duty to keep this town and its citizens safe. But Herschel, could you...
Wow, they're putting in effort to match the lid flaps and everything, right? Or unless they were able to put the flaps in themselves.
Sir,
What is it, Doland?
pardon me, sir, but you mentioned that Professor Layton worked on some difficult cases for Scotland Yard. You said, with great pride, that he had assisted in solving them all. Perhaps we could ask for his assistance here as well.
Of course, Doland. I suppose I have no other choice. Herschel, will you help us? Please, for an old friend.
Of course, Clark. I would never refuse a friend in need. I assure you, I will do what I can.
Thank you, Herschel. I am eternally in your debt.
Things are starting to get good, eh, Professor?
Before we go, Clark, I haven't even asked about Brenda, or your son. How is Luke?
What? 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 So, Luke. Okay. So Layton is good friends with the father of Luke, which I guess explains why Luke is able to just hang out with Layton all the time. But he's the mayor of a town, and then he decides to leave? This is obviously pre-3, the first 3 games. Unless this is... Well, this has to be before, this can't be later, because why is Luke a mystery, right? They would have mentioned his father before. This is weird. Is this before the other 3 games, or is this after? Because I'm confused. Because at the end of the 3rd game, Luke sent a letter to Layton about something. But this isn't that, because if it was, we'd already get going, unless they retconned the 3rd game. This has got to be before, because he wouldn't say your son, he'd probably just mention Luke, right? Like, so Layton is more of an uncle to Luke than like, Well, then Luke's dad can't be the villain, because Luke's dad is... Alright, keep going, keep going.
I wife is fine. She's away. Family matters. Luke has shut himself up in his room, as usual.
I would like to say hello to Luke, if that is all right. I haven't seen him since he was a baby.
Well, that just confirms it right there.
Of course. I think he might enjoy that. I should warn you, he has been withdrawn lately. Some days, I can't even get him out of his room. I ask him what the matter is, and he responds with silence. Perhaps it would be good for him to talk to someone outside of the family. I would appreciate that, Herschel.
Have you tried puzzles, father of Luke?
My pleasure, Clark. I shall have a few words with Luke before Emmy and I begin our investigation.
This is a prequel game? I was wondering what the hell. Alright, okay. Alright. The boy who foretold disaster. There's little Luke. Alright, and I forgot how I did his voice again. Luke's room is upstairs. Good luck, you're going to need it. I gave him that voice even though we just heard the voice. I can't mimic that guy's voice. A mirror. Gosh, this mirror is so polished. I thought I saw another person with good fashion sense. A mirror reflects, but sometimes it only complicates the problem. Take this puzzle, for example. Another puzzle. Oh, Hall of Mirrors. Here we go. It's all too easy to get lost in this big, dusty hall. It contains 14 mirrors set out in some sort of strange arrangement. The only clues are a small arrow on the floor and a nearby laser pointer bearing the words, "The way out is indicated by a larger arrow." Which door is the exit? I can't move these. Okay, so... Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding. Wait, no, wait. Ding. What? Laser go... Oh, can I... you can memo. Good, you can memo, because I need to memo, so... What? 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 That's the end. But I do see an arrow, don't you? So... who? Oh yeah, the other way the laser would go. Boop. Boop. It'd be here. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. There's an arrow there. There's an arrow there. So B. B, 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 B.
I think I've got this one.
That was weird. That was weird.
You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
That was weird. Oh. Oh, there's different angles to it. Still, I got it right. Very focused. The beam from the laser pointer creates a really large arrow that points to B. That must be the exit. Alright. That's right. I'm very impressed, Emmy. Why, thank you. So does that mean I've proved myself as your assistant now? Absolutely. I never doubted your ability before, but you still managed to surprise me. Are we on track with the puzzles? Aha! Whoever took this one has a good eye for photography. For a landscape, it is remarkably vibrant. Impressive! This table suits me to a T. A nice hot cup of tea, that is. Oh, what a lovely smell. What a beautiful view. Sadly, my office view doesn't come close. Wow, this garden is too lovely for words. Have I missed a puzzle so far? Yeah, I missed puzzle 7. Goes to say, what? This far up? Alright, let's go. So we're missing puzzle 7. We have no idea where is puzzle 7. There it is! Somebody's left a broom propped up here. It doesn't do much for the appearance of this place, having a broom left in the hall like that. It makes the place feel a little shabby, but it did remind me of this puzzle. See for yourself. Number 7, mopping up. Oh, it's a hardie. The quality of these mops is so poor, they take 2 days to dry after the day they were used, and they break after just 3 uses. What's the minimum number of mops that you would need to clean every day for a month of 30 days? Okay. Alright, let's see. Ammo. So, mop number 1. Okay, so... All these mops are so poor they take 2 days to dry after the day they were used. So, day 1, you use mop A. Alright. Day 2, you use mop B. So, during that, mop A is drying, right? So, mop A is drying. And then mop A dries on this day. So using mop C. So, B is drying at this point as well. For day 3. So then on day 4, you use mop A again. B is drying. And C is drying. I have a bad drying hand here. B is drying and C is drying. Then on day 5, B is being used, C is drying, A is drying. On day 6, C is used, A is drying, B is drying. On day 7, A is used, B is drying, and C is drying. Now, A breaks on the 3rd use. So on the 3rd use, A breaks. So then... on the 8th day, B would break. That's the 3rd use for B. And on the 9th day, C would break. That's 9 days. So in 9 days, use all of them. Then you would just start over from day 10. A, B, C. 11 and 12. The other ones are dry. Okay. I'll check I did that right. 1st use, 2nd use, 3rd use. Okay. So 9 days you break the first 3 mops. So then on the ABC, ABC. So 10, 11, 12. A, B, C. And then it would be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So at the 18th day, you've used another 3 mops. So that's 6 going. Nothing on that. So on the 27th day, you've used 9 mops. 28, 29, 30. So, 30. We're looking at A, B, and C. So then, we go through 12 mops. The answer is 12. We go through 12 mops. Am I correct? Let's scum save and find out. And put an answer. 1, 2. Submit.
What do you think about this?
Fuck! Really?
I hate being wrong.
Make sure that you think economically and don't waste any mops. Okay, so we don't want to waste any mops. Boop. Scum saved. Okay, so we don't want to waste any mops. Oh yeah, I forgot when I saved it. Excuse me that. Okay. So we don't want to waste any mops. 5 mops would be... if they can be used 3 times, that's 15 days. Oh, it's 30 divided by 3. Oh my god. 10 mops! Oh my god. 10 mops. It's 10. Ugh. 10 mops.
I'll handle this one, Professor.
Yeah. That's
That
easy.
was no problem.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, there you go. So mop 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or do it that way. So you break and break and break. And then you have this one mop that pops into there for the other one. Oh! I guess that's the other way to do it. Okay, there you go. You need 10 mops. The trick is you use your 4th mop frugally. 3 mops are used up every 9 days. The 4th mop can be used once on the 10th day. Follow the same pattern for the next 10 days, using the 4th mop again once. By the 30th day, you will have used only 10 mops. There are a few other mop distributions that work. Perhaps you found one of these alternative solutions. Yep. Ah, so this is how you got so clever, by seeing puzzles where others only see household items. Haha, I suppose I did. I'm going to try that too. Okay, what's a good start? Light bulbs? Garden shoes? Hairspray? Alright. Let's at least meet Luke before we end this episode. Luke, the blue door. This doesn't seem to be Luke's room. Don't! Ah, this is no doubt Clark's study. Clark seems to be quite the tidy sort. He always was very organized as a student. I could have learnt a few things from him. Searching for puzzles. This is the blast from the past. Clark is an undergraduate student. There you go. Well, I didn't get to read the other one. I clicked too fast. The windows are so clean you can barely see they're there. Somebody must take pride in keeping these panes spotless. This pile of papers looks precarious. Well, if I needed any proof that Clark is busy, this is it. Even with his duties as mayor, Clark remains a keen archaeologist. As your assistant, I suppose I should read all these sometime. There's really no puzzle here? Oh, surprise me, huh? No puzzle. Wow. There it is, the bear.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Perhaps. Luke, my name is Professor Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment?
All right, but first you'll have to solve my door puzzle.
Yeah, puzzles.
Your door puzzle? Ah, I see. Luke means to test our mettle with a puzzle.
That's so cute, Professor. Let's do it.
So we shall.
Let's do it, right in front of the door. If you really are the esteemed Professor Layton, then this puzzle should be no problem for you. You have 15 seconds in that time. There's a certain thing you must do outside the door. Hang on a minute, how do we know what it is we're supposed to do? You can investigate the area outside my door as much as you like. When we're ready to perform this action, whatever it may be, we should tell you that we're ready? Correct. But I'll tell you now, whatever you do, you won't succeed. That's simple, it's whatever we do. Eliminate error thoroughly by touching object with the stylus. When you think you know what to do, call Luke. Good luck. What must you do in order for Luke to open the door to this room? Luke will let you in only if you do the certain thing he asks. Use the arrow for clues, then call Luke when you're ready. It appears that Dolan has left Luke's lunch outside this door. Hey Luke, if you don't come out and get your lunch, it'll get cold. And I just may end up eating it all myself. If you're really that hungry, you can have it. Well, that didn't work. Teddy bear. The card is slightly faded, but it says Happy 7th birthday. I wonder what I got for that at that age. That must have been one of Luke's birthday presents. Oh, this little bear is so soft, and it's obviously well loved. Don't touch my teddy! It seems to be rather important to him, Emmy. Maybe we should leave it alone. I was just looking at it. Sorry, Luke. Luke, can I ask you a question? You just did. What is it? You said we must do something in front of the door, but how will you know if we do it at all? I mean, how can you tell from behind a closed door? Even without seeing you, I'll know what you're doing from here. Really? And how is that? I'm not saying anymore. You'll just have to work it out from there. He'll know even if he can't see us. What can it be that he wants us to do? Sound! Is this a picture of Miss Thallery? It appears so. The town looks quite magical when it's enveloped in mist. Professor, wait. Do you think this picture contains a hidden hint for opening the door? Let me have a closer look. I can't see anything here. Not everything is a fling. His 7th birthday. I wish I still got presents like this. Please don't touch my teddy. It was a gift from my mother, and it's very important to me. Welcome to itself. This plate looks handmade. The number 2 is etched into it. Oh, there's something written on the back of it. Put the plate back so that the back of its back is facing the door. Professor, I think my brain just melted. It's not that difficult if you take your time. Be sure to also examine anything on the floor. Not that it matters. There's nothing you can do that will get you through this door. Check the knob. The door is locked. Now what is this thing that we are supposed to do? Professor, we're overlooking the simplest way to get this door open. What's that? Give it a good roundhouse kick, of course. Okay, stand back, Professor.
Emmy, please don't do that. I could hardly explain to Clark that we broke down his son's door because we couldn't solve a puzzle.
Just one kick. Number 4 is inscribed below the keyhole. Is this marking the room? Or does it have some other meaning?
2-4. We still need more information. Let's have a look at these all these objects. Something he'll know we're doing even if he can't see us.
What's this? There's a 6 written in the pen. On the underside of the mat. Or is it a 9, Professor? Should we read it as if we're coming out of the door or going in?
It doesn't matter. That's not something I can see anyway.
What is it, Professor?
Emmy, we may be getting too caught up in numbers. 2, 4, 6, 7.
The inside of this lid is marked with the number 3. Perhaps there are other similar lids?
Now that you've had a look, please make sure the lid is back on my food. I might eat it later. Freaking Luke!
There's a number 1 on the corner of this frame, Emmy. It appears to have been put there recently, but what is its significance?
You can examine the picture if you like, but please put it back in place when you've finished. We are missing a 5. Here we go. Knock. What is it?
Luke, there's something I've been wondering about. Clearly, you know who I am. And you seem awfully well prepared, almost as if you were expecting me.
That's not... Have you worked out what you need to do yet? Or perhaps I've stumped the great Professor Layton.
Now, Luke, that isn't a very polite thing to say. It's quite all right, Emmy. Let's continue investigating. But, Professor,
he owes you an apology. Perhaps we owe him a solution. For now, let's concentrate on getting him to open the door.
You're much more patient than I am, Professor.
Look at this, Professor. The number 5 is carved above the door.
What do you make of that? It doesn't look like part of the original design.
Let's keep looking, Emmy. I don't want to miss the forest for the trees. I think we got it. Call Luke. We're ready, Luke.
You know what you have to do?
I believe so, yes.
Professor, are you sure about this?
Let's begin. Please stand in front of the door. Remember, whatever you do, you won't succeed. 1. No, that's a 3. That was a 3. No, it was a 3. Where's the 1 at? That's a 6. That's a 4. There's the 1. Go back. Oh, Luke. Shoot, I forgot the numbers already. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got the present for my 7th birthday. Too bad! Dang it!
We covered all the numbers in descending order.
Wasn't that the answer? All that is just a waste of time. I'd rather surprise you fell for it, actually.
Oh, really? Then maybe I'll just reverse the order.
Then you would be wrong in reverse. And with all that information, you still didn't get it right.
Professor?
Oh, alright, I'm starting to feel bad for you. Since you've tried so hard, I'll give you a clue. Are you ready? Now listen closely. The answer has nothing to do with the things you will find out there. Don't touch anything. Ah, I see now, of course. I must say, Leek, you've composed a very ingenious puzzle. He did say, anything you do will not work. Again, but I'm warning you, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Damn it, he kept giving us the clue! He was giving us the clue!
He gave us the clue, and yet we still touch things. I thought he meant Layton can, but she can't. So that's it. Just sit there for 15 seconds, and you get it, you're done. Okay, so we know the answer to this puzzle, and we'll do it next time, because we're going to have probably a cutscene with Luke. So that's going to be it for now. I have fun. Hope you have fun watching, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.